This episode is brought to you by Olive and June.
And I'm a brand new fan of Olive and June because we're going to be talking about their gel polishes, which we're really excited to get. But prior to even this, like 2 weekends ago, Mats and I were out and he treated me to 2 Olive and June polishes that I painted my toes, and they look so good.
I love painting my nails at home. As you know, Olive and June delivers up to 21 days of flawless wear with a high gloss shine that won't chip, lift, or dull. There's no damaging removal thanks to their new peel off base coat and salon speed soak off system. Say goodbye to the drama of gel removal.
Olive and June's new gel mani system includes everything you need for a salon quality manicure in one box, and you can customize it with your choice of 6 gel polishes, which breaks down to less than $2 a manicure. There's a custom 5-finger LED lamp and the iconic poppy for easy painting with your non-dominant hand.
They also have a high-performance cleaner solution, HEMA-free, 15-free, and always cruelty-free and vegan.
I used to be a huge salon manicure kind of girl. Like, I was getting my gel every couple weeks, and I have to say, like, when I stopped doing that, I realized how much more of my life I had back.
Yeah, I have to be honest. I used to think that going to get a manicure and pedicure was relaxing, but I don't know what happened in the last few years, but
no, it was a sudden shift.
It does not feel relaxing anymore. It just kind of feels like I'm being pushed around and I have to leave. And that is why I switched to doing my nails at home.
I have to say, I think I'm probably the most excited for the peel off base coat, because that has been like the thing that has stopped me prior to this from getting into doing an at-home gel manicure.
Yeah, my nails actually got pretty damaged too because of all the scraping, and I asked him to stop doing that at the nail salon, and they're pretty resistant to that. So I like that I can be at home and, control that myself. I'm also really looking forward to all the shades that they have. They have 60 plus best-selling colors.
I'm so excited. CV red is like that, like perfect orangey red, which is like my favorite shade to wear.
Visit oliveandjune.com/blame me for 20% off your first Olive and June gel mani system.
That's oliveandjune.com/BLAMEME for 20% off your first Olive and June gel mani system.
Bitch.
You know exactly when to like turn it on and turn it off.
They have no idea who I am before record hits.
No, you're a shapeshifter. Do you ever see those videos of like those like coworkers who do the news together? And it's like us behind the scenes and us that. It's kind of like us.
Yeah.
Doing the news. Welcome to the news, everybody.
The news of see you next Tuesday.
Welcome to See You Next Tuesday, where we read the results of last week's episode of But Am I Wrong? The second to last.
Yeah.
Because we have today.
Mm-hmm.
And by today, I mean, after this, we're going to record the final episode.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me saying things I don't know why I even tried.
You're right.
Oh, okay. Anyways, welcome. Welcome. This is for episode 162. And you are up first. You're welcome, everybody. Nobody complimented it or like thanked me for
They did.
including. Oh, I missed it.
It was Moises.
Well, you're welcome.
Melissa says the outrage over Bad Bunny is ridiculous. 2% said I was wrong. 98% said I was not wrong. Many of the 2% either sent a message that made it very clear that they didn't listen to the episode or said that they voted wrong. Someone said the description on the episode said Bad Bunny love, and I went through 5 stages of grief thinking he was problematic. LOL, my bad. Someone else said these people are racist. Another person said, I know this wasn't a political statement on the NFL's behalf, but I do love that they're not budging on it either. The fact that most of these people have to cope with knowing he is in fact an American citizen, so they can't use their normal ploys is beautiful. I hope he speaks not a lick of English to piss them off more. Yeah. Jay-Z's done a lot of good for the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, I saw a TikTok of someone saying that people are having an issue with Benito singing in Spanish saying they won't understand when literally last year Kendrick performed at the Super Bowl, spoke English, and the right still didn't understand. Points were made.
Yeah. I'm just remembering that, like, even seeing like white influencers who were there, I saw it like reposted on Reddit and stuff of them being like, "What? I don't even understand this. This doesn't make any sense." And I'm like, okay, first of all, you're there at the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
You're not the audio is for us on television.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna sneeze?
I thought so. It's coming. It'll just sneak up on me. Yeah, but everyone sure did yell A minor.
Mm-hmm.
The 5%, que chinga tu madre. Also, to whoever chose that photo, thank you for reminding me to watch that Calvin Klein ad. Fire emoji.
You are welcome. And I would love to know how you feel about discovering along with us that there are some people who got the ick from that.
Piss me off. I don't know how.
I just, like, I understand. I don't know. Like, I thought specifically, I've only seen women say it. So, and straight women. And like, I guess it's like a reminder that like, I thought the difference between me and some other straight women was that they wanted to have sex with Jeremy Allen White. And I was like, I don't get that. I did not know that this was going to be another point of like, well, you lost me.
Nah.
More for us.
Yep. Someone else said, well, they're quoting me, legally, fundamentally, and constitutionally American. Then the clapping hands emojis. We stand Bad Bunny. All right.
You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. If you've shopped online, it's extremely likely that you've bought from a business powered by Shopify. You know that purple Shop Pay button you see at checkout? The one that makes the process from, I think I'm ready to buy, to, I can't wait till it gets here, so incredibly easy? That's Shopify. And there's a reason so many businesses sell with it, because Shopify makes it easy to start and run your business. Shopify is the commerce platform behind 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. It gives you a leg up from the very beginning, with hundreds of beautiful, ready-to-go templates to express your brand style, so you don't have to spend time coding a website. Shopify allows you to tackle all the important tasks in one place, from inventory to payments to analytics and more. Plus, they have built-in marketing and email tools to help find and keep new customers, so you can easily spread your brand's word. And did I mention that iconic purple Shop Pay button that's used by millions of businesses around the world? It's the reason why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. Your customers already know it, love it, and actually use it. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/realm. Go to shopify.com/realm. Shopify.com/realm.
Are you looking for a podcast where you can learn about the juiciest historical events and people, but it really feels like you're just gossiping with your girlfriends over a glass of wine or two?
Well, that's why we created Right Answers Mostly, for what you didn't learn in history class, but you really wanted to. I'm your host, Claire Donald.
And I'm Tess Palomo.
Join us every Monday as we dive into the most iconic people and events and get ready to laugh along the way.
We covered all from Titanic to Kris Jenner, Studio 54, Marie Antoinette, even cults and crimes such as Charles Manson and Jonestown, every Monday wherever you listen to your podcast. Because history is just gossip.
Follow us at Right Answers Mostly for more.
Mine. Megan wants brands to stop pinkwashing. 2% said I was wrong, and 98% said I was not wrong. And I don't think anybody wrote in for this one. I think everybody was just like, yep, got it.
All right, then writer number 1, are they wrong for lying to their boyfriend about finishing in bed? 80% said the writer is wrong. 20% said the writer is not wrong. Ooh. Someone said next time he asks, you can say, No, not yet. Keep going harder, faster, slower, this angle, etc. Then just start slowly communicating more and more. If he ever asks why things are not working to get you over the line, tell him sometimes preferences change. Yep. Someone else said communication in bed is key when you are in a relationship. Why lie when you could teach him to give you the best sex? Yep. Another person said, I've come to learn that if someone is asking you a direct question, there beholds your opportunity to be fully honest, and they really can't make it fall back on you. Lying only gives him false security and confuses him more. There are so many ways to do this without embarrassing him. The hope is that he's asking because he actually cares. Yeah.
Great point.
Another person said, if he's made you finish before, he can do it again and again. It's not like you've lied 100% of the time and he's never gotten you off. Communicate. Start the open dialogue that you want your sex life to be. You can always use it as an opportunity to introduce fun new things too, like toys or new positions or tricks to spice it up and get you there too. Someone else said, definitely a conversation, not while you're having sex, to reduce pressure, anxiety on the writer. Another person said, this is setting a precedent and it sounds like he wants you to communicate your needs. All right, you're up.
Then we writer number 2, is it wrong to buy fabric from a cult? I'm a little shocked at these percentages. 84% said the writer is wrong. 16% said the writer is not wrong. I want to know, like, what your follow-up, the 16%, like, what was your follow-up question? Like, what kind of cult, or like, what kind of fabric? Like, where are you, like, what is shifting you in one way or the other? Like, what's that deciding factor? Someone said there's definitely ways to go around this. Who knows where their profits go to? I think we do know where their profits go to, and it's the cult.
Yeah. They could probably call it offerings.
There's certain companies like Merchant and Mills that let you buy samples before purchasing full yardage. Someone else said you can vote with your money too. Exactly. I don't know what cult this is, but yeah, no, let's leave cults alone. It's a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there's like any good cults, but like on the ranking of cults, and like we're not using cults in like a jokey way. This isn't
this
just
is
like
an actual cult.
It's like a legitimate cult. Like we're not using it to talk about like, you know, just evangelicals in the Supreme Court. Do you know what I mean? Like this is like a legitimate cult. This is an organization. This is a culty.
They've had to release statements to say that they're not a cult, which does not admonish you from being a cult.
No, they are a full-blown cult. As someone who lives near a yellow deli, it is not worth it. There isn't anything that is that good that you need to support a cult.
What's a yellow deli?
Looking it up. I'm assuming it's like a sect of a cult, like a specific cult. Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of delis named Yellow Deli in California. Yeah, there's a sandwich shop. Oh my God, it is a sandwich shop cult? Shut the fuck up. Oh my God, they are a sandwich cult.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, we gave this advice also to somebody in our live stream who there was a coffee shop that they're like, they have good coffee and it's cheap, but it was also a cult. And we were like, don't go.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this right now. Yellow Deli, this place that this person writing about, more of a cult than this.
Yeah.
Like they're not even trying to hide it. We're talking like when you think of a cult, like commune level cult.
This Yellow Deli is pretty bad too.
No, totally. But the website in itself, they're masking it far more as like a menu restaurant, like a restaurant kind of a thing, versus this other one was
cult
just being
forward.
They were very
just
cult
happened
forward
to buy fabric there.
You could that was like pretty much the only thing besides religious texts that you could buy.
Now I'm going to be deep diving on this Yellow Deli. Thanks.
I've heard of it, but I didn't recognize the name. Someone said this account is great for alternative purchasing options, and she does a whole video on fabrics. And the Instagram account is cut off the spigot. That's how you say spigot, right? But spelled with the G.
Spigot. Mm-hmm.
So that account has it, and they have a whole video on fabric. Thrift stores sometimes have fabrics and other sewing supplies. Also bed sheets, tablecloths, clothes to upcycle, etc. Also, the writer should take note of brands and fiber blends that they prefer that can help with picking fabrics online. Yeah, I think that's a great point. I've seen it at thrift stores. Go to cult, touch fabric, take photos of details, leave secret messages of how to escape in the fabric aisles and rolls. Run away, buy fabric online, be happy. Love the tutorial, and that's it.
From the darkest corners of our imagination comes a game show that's more ridiculous than terrifying. Welcome to Tickled to Death. I'm your host, Roz Hernandez, and I'll be guiding guests through the creepy questions and chaotic games, all to win the ultimate title of Horror Movie Champion. Listen to Tickled to Death wherever you get your podcasts, and hit follow unless you want the show to follow you.
Hi there, Fred Greenhalgh here, director of audio dramas like DC High Volume Batman and Star Trek Con. However, my one true love remains all things spooky, and I'm excited to say there's a new season of my horror podcast, Undertow. This season is called Familiar Haunts, standalone horror tales that reveal how the past is never truly gone, and humanity may be the most ruthless monster of them all. Familiar Haunts is available now. Find it by subscribing to Undertow wherever you get your podcasts, such as the app where you're listening to me right now. Search for Undertow.
Do you guys hear that?
Oh, that's our podcast Ruin, brought to you by me, your host, intrepid horror movie freak Hallie Kiefer.
And me, your resident scaredy cat, Allison Leiby. Join us each week as Hallie forces me to listen to the twisted plot of yet another bone-chilling horror movie.
From classics like The Exorcist and The Thing, to the latest releases, to the most disgusting films on streaming, we ruin them all every Tuesday, wherever you get your podcasts.
So come join us, and until then, we beg you, please,
Keep it spooky!
Wrong of the week. Squirrel of San Rafael. Did I say it right?
Crushed it.
Quote unquote right.
Yeah.
41% said the squirrel is wrong. 59% said the squirrel is not wrong.
Divisive.
Very divisive. Very divisive.
And
I'm going to read.
That's how that squirrel likes it.
Yep. I'm going to read a statement from our resident animal professional at the end.
Perfect.
But first, I'll start with everyone that is victim blaming.
Also, where was Josie writing in? Josie, where's my Marin girls writing in?
She's probably off on another freaking trip.
Yeah, with some acronym of a place that you and I go, what the fuck is that?
So as I said, on to victim blaming.
Okay.
Squirrel is in his home. You shouldn't be there. Leave the nutty squirrel alone. He is having fun. This person is on my side. I voted squirrel is wrong, but the more I think about it, maybe it's changed it up. Maybe it's the people feeding the squirrels leading to this behavior are wrong. It's a very philosophical predicament. The people feeding him are wrong. Leave wildlife alone. I'm on the squirrel side. Not every bitch can be a Snow White with animals, and they gotta learn how to leave nature alone.
That's a lesson I do think that this area would be good to know.
Someone sent in a video of this man taking care of a squirrel off the street and said, "This is the type of shit y'all were talking about."
Mm-hmm.
This feels like the horror version of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Can I say, I hate that book so much. Controversial, I know. I've been in a lot of leadership classes where they are reading this book. I don't know why.
I'm sorry. I hate when they try and bring like lessons from children's books into like adult. I go, we all read the goddamn Rainbow Fish. We can all have feelings on it, but I'm like, can we try something else?
I remember in college, I was at this conference. It was for some club I was in. I was made to go to this conference over the weekend, which hated. I'm in college. Why do I need to be there?
Let me get drunk on a table.
Right. And somebody talked about it for like 2 hours. Like that was their presentation when it takes 5 minutes to read that book. And I think I might have gone out to party the night before, and then I was falling asleep in this thing, and it was awful.
No, it's just like, if this is written for a lesson to be taught to a child, I learned that lesson as a child, and don't worry, it stuck with me into adulthood. And maybe I've changed my stance on it, but like I certainly do not need a fucking dissertation on this.
No.
Also, because there's no pictures in your fucking in how you're talking about it. At least that way, it kept me entertained as a kid.
Right. Someone else said, "Don't feed local wildlife; they are still wild animals." Another person said, "The squirrel feeders are wrong. As far as I'm concerned, the squirrels are no different than orcas attacking yachts."
my God, I thought you said workers attacking yachts, and I will be honest, I was still on that side. I'm like, whatever you want to do. I used to watch Below Deck. Like, that shit's tough. Let out your rage how you need to.
Someone else said, I don't think the squirrels are wrong. They are doing what these people train them to do. The people feeding them, however, are. Someone said, nuts and bolts. LOL, Melissa.
That was so funny.
Someone else said, since the town as a whole feeds wildlife to the point, if this squirrel being reliant on humans for all food, I think these people had it coming. We don't know that. Y'all are putting words into these people's mouths. It wasn't even these people that got attacked that were feeding.
No, these
them.
are people literally just like walking.
Yeah.
They just got like a stray chomp.
Right. Someone else said, squirrel is just doing what it do. LOL, blame the humans who enabled their behavior.
I will say again, I don't know if squirrels in general in their like natural habitat are like attacking other animals. Like, I don't know if a squirrel is an apex predator the way that some of you are describing the squirrels.
Yeah.
Being like, this is what a squirrel does. And I go, I actually am not sure that like this is typical or normal behavior for squirrels towards anyone, let alone humans.
And it's also one squirrel.
No, and by the way, does that squirrel have any squirrel friends? No, probably because that squirrel, it is a rogue biter. Like, that is not what the other squirrels want. Like, to me, you're like, oh, classic squirrel. I'm thinking, you know, acorns, stuff in my cheeks, stealing things from people's garden. I'm not thinking drawing blood on unsuspecting victims. Like,
Right.
I don't know what kind of squirrels you guys are used to, but like this to me, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm not sure where squirrels are on the food chain, but like I interact with a lot of squirrels. I have a big yard, and like they are most often like being kind of like cute and mischievous. I've never seen one like attack like a dog. I've never seen one like attack a bird. Like I haven't seen them be like bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
And
same.
I don't know where anyone's getting that.
When I was in college, there were so many squirrels on campus, like so many, and people were feeding them. Never heard of a squirrel attack.
Yeah, no. And like, that's why this squirrel has been tested for rabies, I do think at least 5 times. They're like, are we sure it's not rabies? And it's never been rabies. It's still not rabies. But like, there's something up. This squirrel has behavior problems. Like, and
it's this one squirrel. I just want to be specific. It's one squirrel.
And like, again,
that's why I only called it squirrel, not squirrels.
Yep.
It wasn't a family. It was a bunch of all the ones. It's one squirrel.
And I also like think of all of the places in the world where wild animals are being fed. I do wonder why we are equating this to essentially like a lion being fed and then getting upset and then attacking because they don't get food. Like, people do this with squirrels and other animals all over the world. And we're not hearing of this like so much. If it was a goose, a swan, I would go, okay, they're known to be quite aggressive. Maybe I'm unfamiliar with the kind of squirrels. Like, are Canadian squirrels built different? Like, what is that?
So our resident animal person said, voted wrong. By the way, played this segment for my doctors. You had the head of veterinary services leaning against the wall laughing. Excellent work.
Hell yeah.
They also sent in another message that was longer too before the votes were up. I have never cackled more to an episode. My work group chat is going nuts, pun intended. For the record, a squirrel's bite force is strong enough to sever nerves.
Oh my God.
We had to wear raptor gloves when handling adult squirrels at the wildlife rescue. I hated handling them. Imagine them dive jumping onto you.
That's fucking scary.
Imagine them dive jumping onto you when you go into an enclosure. The big issue is we are taking over environments where wildlife used to live. These animals are adapting to their new normal. Their habitats are being destroyed along with their food. We don't need further spread of zoonotic diseases, but we're getting them because people are fucking stupid.
I will say, this is the only time you can actually use this as a positive defense against this argument. Marin does not build new places. They won't build affordable housing. They won't do any of those things. So like environment wise, this squirrel now makes me think that like, does this squirrel have like a recessive trait? Is he channeling one of his ancestors that like there's in this one squirrel family, there's been one who's like been the fighter the whole time? Because like new buildings have not been built. Like I'm calling him he. This squirrel has not specifically been, this would be a generational trauma from the squirrel, not in his current lifetime. So I do wonder if the squirrel is like carrying out like his ancestors' wishes, and like it's like they have, like what is it, that Sleeping Beauty, where the fairy godmothers or whatever in the different colors, they like bestow a specific trait or whatever onto, like they each do that. Now imagine it's like a family of squirrels, and it's like, you squirrel, you get the nutty gene, you love collecting nuts. You squirrel, you get the cutesy gene, and then finally like you are the reincarnation of every ancestor who has been pissed off before you. You have the fire in you. You have the fire and you have the fang. Use those teeth. And maybe they said wisely, and maybe the squirrel didn't hear. And now it's just chomping at everyone.
Good fairy tale you just brought up. But isn't she from your area?
Yeah. But I
so
mean,
she's dealing with those squirrels.
I mean, it's more east. If I'm not wrong, I think they're more in the East Bay, which has more new developments. San Rafael probably has like slightly, I mean, not even really. Like I couldn't tell you the last time I saw a new building being built. Cute.
There are vampires out there. They're beside you in the darkness, but what people don't understand is that they're not monsters. They're just going to work, living their unlives. But we are a dying breed. Those who came before me, they are fearful and are not content to sit back and just disappear. And they'll do anything to fix that. From the creators of Parkdale Haunt comes Woodbine, a podcast about monsters, dreams, and changes, those you want and those you never saw coming. Season 2 arrives September 24th, distributed by Realm.
Welcome to the realms of peril and glory. Explore the mechanically magical vistas of Vale, the paranormal mysteries of liminal London, and the cyberpunk chaos of Cyborg. Be awed by our incredible guests from familiar shows like Oxventure and No Rolls Barred. Search Realms of Peril and Glory to find out more.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Tom.
So big news to share, right?
Yes, huge, monumental, earth-shaking.
Heartbeat sound effect big. Mate is back.
That's right. After a brief snack nap.
We're coming back. We're picking snacks.
We're eating snacks.
We're rating snacks.
Like the snackologists we were born to be.
Mate is back.
Mike and Tom eat snacks.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
Unless you get them from a snack machine, in which case, call us.
Call us.
Okay. My nomination for Wrong of the Week was BAIW. 97% said BAIW was wrong. 3% said BAIW was not wrong. I never got BAIW from the start, and I've always felt weird vibes, and this is making me feel vindicated. They are so wrong for this. Someone else said, I really like BAIWs too. What a damn shame. And that's it. Not much discourse on mine, because, I do wonder if there were, like, some Swifties who were upset about the overarching message. But they should be happy she took down the necklace. That's a good thing. The next best thing to have never been posted is taking it down.
Did she make a statement? So, not the next best thing.
You're right. I was thinking about the listing specifically. That's yep. Anyways, by the way, I would like to retract what I said about the Miss International competition. Like, it's just about them being like beautiful, and like you don't need to like do all of this other stuff. Like, you can just walk around and be pretty. They are so beautiful, and that's like what I want them for them. I don't want them to not be like, they're allowed to be beautiful. You're allowed to be whatever you want. But the realization that I had for another video that came on my feed, and I said, why does this have the same backdrop as Miss Grand International? This can't be that. I've been seeing these gorgeous glam, the runway, whatever that section of the pageant is called. I was seeing these looks and I was like, these girls are in their element. This is where they belong. And also clearly that's where the pageant wants to put more of the money into that, and not so much like, hey, we're going to give you a single chair and a handheld mic and now read some lyrics off your phone. Here's the talent portion. I saw, I want to say it was Ecuador. Let me double check. Miss Grand International. Miss Grand. So they've got the costume competition. And, you know, I'm seeing gowns, beautiful gowns. And I mean that with sincerity. Mm-hmm. And I was like, these girls are in their element. They're so stunning. They're so beautiful. I think we can get rid of the talent portion. I think we could do something else there, because clearly this is what's most important here. And like, I don't think everything needs to have a talent. We can throw something else in. But then I see Miss Ecuador come out and I said, hold up. I actually think whatever this is, I think we need to tap into pretty girls doing this, because this is remarkable. Take in mind, we're talking gowns. Prior, people are wearing gowns. I will say the gowns are a little bit miscongeniality in the sense that they're doing them themed to where they're obviously they're from. It's not just like the gown portion, it's like runway. So Miss America dressed up like it was like a gown, but it's also like it was Vegas. Like it was like they're primarily like dresses and pretty things that have like nods to it. Miss Ecuador comes the fuck out. Melissa.
Incredible.
It's entirely bedazzled.
Whoa.
And I was like, okay, now I think we need to take this and we need to harness this energy, because this is what pretty girls do. They throw on. That. It's gorgeous. It is so cool. And by the way, the dancing skills of some of the, like, they could do this. But like, this is epic.
I love this.
I'm obsessed. So, shout out to Miss Grand Ecuador. I loved that. And Miss Grand USA, she just showed up like Las Vegas.
What's the name of Taylor Swift's album?
I'm unfamiliar with what you're talking about. Then we've got Miss Grand. Oh. Okay.
No, I really wanted to know. I forgot.
On the Life of a Showgirl.
Okay. Well, that's what she's dressed up as. An actual showgirl.
Okay, then
Vegas.
I want to see some high kicks. Then I want to see that. Oh, okay, I lied. So these are not just gowns. Oh my God. Some of them are amazing. Some of them are just gowns and they're not great. But this is Miss Grand Thailand. Oh!
Incredible.
Fuck yes. I really think if we're putting all of this time, energy, effort, and money into this, I do think we can get rid of the talent portion. Because the talent portion, it just really, truly doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. And also, like, there's no way they're docking points for you, like, reading lyrics off of your phone, because, like, that was kind of the vibe of everybody. And I'm like, so it's just not up to caliber with the rest of what you are putting out there.
Yeah. Get rid of the talent portion.
Yeah. I don't need you all to be talented.
Maybe they can talk about, like, instead of, like, doing a talent, they can talk about just, like, some crisis their country's facing and their thoughts on it.
Well, and I wonder if they do something like that. Like, by the way, this is the longest pageant of my entire life.
It feels like it's been going on for you've talked about it for 1 week, but it feels like, from what I've seen, I started getting clips after we talked about it, and it seems like it's been going on for a while, because they even had the part where they were like out in the streets.
Yeah, I think it is like a month long,
and that's why I was like, it might have been some countries were like, oh, we don't have a representative, but you know,
take a whole fucking month off of work.
Here's a trip.
Yeah. So I just think
what 20-something-year-old wouldn't be down for that.
Oh my God, yeah, want to go here for just literally a month?
Yeah.
But like, I think that there's other things that I'm sure they could do. Oh yeah, they're talking at one point.
It's like that one Olympic person, I think it was swimming, where they didn't have any representatives from their country, so he couldn't swim even to begin with. So he just went out and made the team because nobody else showed up, and he didn't know how to swim. But he just kept practicing, and now he can swim, but he's still not fast. like Olympic level fast, but he gets to go on do all the Olympic stuff.
See, that's fun. That's when I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a do it for the plot kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I also like normalize not being the best.
Yeah.
But like
good enough.
But like, yeah,
just
like
having the
still
tenacity
fucking
to go. Yeah.
And like being like, there is no way that I'm going to win or place, or like I will likely be last place, but like I'm still going to try and I'm still going to do it. Because someone has to be last place.
Yeah.
And that could be you. Would you rather have never gone to, and by the way, you can get an Olympic tattoo now.
Mm-hmm.
I always said that, what if I just like got one?
No.
And like, I don't know why the idea of like pissing off like the people, like they're like, well, you didn't earn it. And I'm like, well, I mean, is it like, are they going to say like, no, that's illegal. You can't have an Olympic ring tattoo. Like, I think a tattoo artist like would do it, but I just think it's funny the idea that like we have created this honor code and system where like Olympians get the Olympic rings tattooed after. They don't get them tattooed before. Like they don't want to jinx it. But then there are like random people who like, we all could get that, but like we're not doing that.
Because we respect it.
No, totally.
That's
it's
one of the things
so
that our country can come together on.
Truly. I genuinely think if I did that, I would get canceled more than anything else I've ever done. That's a bipartisan issue. They'd be like, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to ruin the one time year I'm patriotic. Ooh. Anyways.
All right. Well, this is the end of the episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Join us Thursday for Don't Blame Me, Friday for Fisting Friday, Monday for But Am I Wrong? And finally, we will see you for the last Tuesday.
One last Tuesday. Bye. This is a Sister Sign production hosted by me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa D. Montz, plus Diamond Imprint Productions.
Legendary stories, awe-inspiring sound, and endless adventure. Welcome to the realms of peril and glory. Explore the mechanically magical vistas of Vale, the paranormal mysteries of liminal London, and the cyberpunk chaos of Cyborg. Fall in love with our core cast, or be awed by our incredible guests from familiar shows like Oxventure, Three Black Halflings, and No Rolls Barred. Ignite your imagination and discover the realms of peril and glory today. Go to realmspod.com or search Realms of Peril and Glory wherever you listen to podcasts.
Look, we all know there are a lot of celebrity interview podcasts out there, but there's only one, Happy, Sad, Confused. I'm Josh Horowitz, and yeah, I'm the host of the show, so I'm a little biased, but truly Happy, Sad, Confused is the place for nerdy and intimate conversations with all your favorite actors and filmmakers. From Andrew Garfield and Scarlett Johansson to Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino. For over 10 years and over 700 episodes, Happy, Sad, Confused has broken movie and TV news every single week. That's because I ask all the questions I want to know, and more importantly, you want to know. Casting what-ifs, backstage stories, acting pet peeves, and much more. So whether you're into superheroes, prestige TV, or just the coolest actors and directors alive, you're going to learn something in every episode. Listen to Happy, Sad, Confused on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Brandy Basanti. For the last 15 years, I've starred on one of the most successful reality shows of all time, Storage Wars. On my new show, The Real Reality, my guest and I will reveal the real story of what it's like navigating fame and notoriety. Because it's my show, I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. No filters, no rules, no network executives. And I believe that's what the world wants. Raw, real, authentic, and I'm gonna fucking give it to you. Though success is great, being in the public eye can come at a cost. Oftentimes, what you see on camera is not the real reality. On each episode of my show, we'll sit down with a different notable individual from the world of TV, film, sports, or internet fame. We will explore their unique story, what really happened on and off camera, how becoming famous has truly impacted their lives, and what their vision is for their future. In a world obsessed with celebrity, followers, and subscribers, the true story is often lost or even buried. This show will reveal what really happened. This show will reveal what people really felt. This show will reveal what fame is really like. This is The Real Reality. Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts.